We are at the World Chef Congress in Singapore. Today is Monday, October 21st, 2024. I am with Mr. Arjun Datta from the IICA. Tell me, sir, who you are and what do you do?
Hi, so basically my name is Arjun Datta and I am from the International Institute of Culinary Arts, New Delhi. I'm the Managing Director and Chief Operating Officer for the school. IICA has had a legacy of over 20 years of training chefs in India, and we're very proud to be associated by some of the most respected and reputed accrediting bodies of the world, including City and Guilds, WorldChefs and BSI Learning. And in 2021, we added another feather to the cap. We started introducing and offering certification of completion to all of our students for the Pro Chef Level 1.
Tell me about Pro Chef.
Well, Pro Chef is an exciting opportunity for two sets of audiences. One is, of course, our existing students who are already enrolled with us, so they get a more sort of scientific insight into cooking and application of cooking. But it also, I think, addresses a larger gap in the industry where chefs who want to upskill and get some formal understanding of cooking as well. It's a great bridge between them and the industry.
Tell us the style of cooking that you teach in India versus what we learned in the West.
Well, to be very honest, our effort has always been to be as globally sort of accepted as possible. So our approach to cooking, I don't think would be very far off, but because our own founders and our own leadership are all chefs, globally trained chefs. So in our first year, we do emphasize and focus on foundation of cooking, basics of cooking, which is primarily French cuisine. And in the second year, we teach them more nuances of global cuisine and global concepts.
So in the United States, my name is Bill Yee, Chef Bill Yee. I'm the chairman of the Pro Chef America Foundation. It's a new nonprofit which helps chefs, homeless veterans, and people like that for the community. And we are part, of course, the American Culinary Federation, ACF. Tell us more about how Pro Chef was formed in India.
Well, Pro Chef in India was actually introduced to us by a body called Hosco and Lobster Inc. So we are a part of the World Chefs community. So through that we got connected to Hosco. Through Hosco we were introduced to this organization called Lobster Inc., which I believe is responsible for making Pro Chef certification of completion process to the rest of the world. So we've been very proud of introducing Pro Chef certification of completion for the last 3 years in India. So I think a little over 120 learners every year in panel with us from across the country, and we hope that number grows bigger and stronger.
Well, I hope that there will be an opportunity, Arjun, to partner with your Pro Chef and our Pro Chef America Foundation. And let's think of some ways where we can collaborate, because you're in one part of the world, we're in the other part, but we have the same interests.
We have the same interests, right? And I think the goals are the same. As an institute, our effort is only to sort of come closer and closer to making education more accessible and as progressive and as globally accepted as possible.
Is there a cost to the education?
Yes, so we are a private institution, and we do have students who pay their own tuition fees, so we're not funded by anyone else, nor the government. And so students who do reach us with a very sort of clear school of thought that they do know that they're going to spend a little money to.
Is there different levels of your program, such as a certificate versus a diploma?
Yes, absolutely. So we've always been very mindful of the fact that there are all kinds of students. There are students who want to do it because it's a hobby, or they're doing it because of a lifestyle choice. So we have certifications for them. We have certifications for people who are in the industry. So the costs do vary, the durations also vary, and so does the intensity of the course. So it gets more intense the more formal and the more structured it is, the longer it is, of course.
When you say certifications, like in the American Culinary Federation, our description of certification is such like a certified sous chef, certified executive chef, that's that version.
No, it's not quite the same. I do understand where you're coming from, but it's not quite the same. In our case, a certification is to sort of confirm that the learner has completed the necessary curriculum, academia, to understand the course, but doesn't necessarily certify him or her to a certain level.
Okay.
So we don't certify the levels, we certify that the completion of the course has been done. And
Okay.
so that's the certification.
In my country, we have something called ServSafe, which I'm sure you're
Yes,
familiar with.
yes.
What is the ServSafe version in India?
So there isn't quite, I hate to admit it, but there isn't quite a serve-safe version of it. Although food safety and personal safety at work, those kind of things are very integrated into all of the curriculum programs that we have. So they are a part of it. So whether it's to teach students the importance and understanding of HACCP, or whether it's the understanding of food safety at work, all those things are integrated. So they don't quite have a separate certification for it, if that
In
answers the
recent
question.
modern history, I understand that India has become a leader in technology, innovation, and all sorts of different industries. Can you enlighten us about what is going on in your economy right now?
Sure. Well, we're actually at a very, very privileged and a very fortunate crossroads at this point, because we have a couple of strengths that are becoming stronger. One of them is our growing population. So with the facet of having one of the largest young populations in the world, we become enabled to achieve more. As a result, both disposable income and income itself is growing. As far as technology is concerned, I think it is credit to both the leadership of the country as well as the population of the country, which is accepting change at a very fast and at a very grassroots level stage, which makes the whole process more scalable. So any technology that comes in, whether it be digitalized payments or whether it be mobile technology, everything of that sort is becoming more and more accepted and easily accessible.
Okay. Well, as you've been here with the meetings, you've been hearing a lot about artificial intelligence, innovations in technology. Of course, you also have a space program, right, which
Yes.
is very well thought,
Yes.
admired. And I guess that's an indication that you're becoming much more progressive in terms of that aspect of your country. I know that you have some pressures around you with China right there and the other countries, and of course that part of the world is a little bit unstable, many countries. But it looks like your leadership in that part of the world is, becoming very admirable and very strong. Do you have any last words for our friends in America?
Well, all I can say is that this world belongs to each and every one of us. And when there is, of course, when you have neighbors, when you have partner countries working together, trying to achieve something common, then the common goal should be just friendship. And as far as America is concerned, we admire the country for what it's achieved and what it stands for. And we wish everyone over there in America all the very best. And we hope to see you soon, very, very soon in India.
Well, let's connect our two different pro chefs somehow, somewhere, and that way we can have a bridge to communicate what we do in America and what you're doing in India. Thank you very much, Arjan, and it's a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure's all mine. Thank you very much. Thank you.